I am continuing to read from this book, My Conversations with the Poor Souls. It's the diary of Princess Eugenie von der Leyen. And she, unlike Maria Sima, was visited by poor souls that were deeper in purgatory and not yet close to the top. If you like what you are hearing, please like, share, subscribe. There are so many people that do not believe in purgatory, and perhaps letting them hear these stories will be what convinces them. This diary has been approved by her bishop, and today we are reading from the chapter called Irmengard Helps Pray. It's one of the poor souls. April 15th, 1924. My niece was very ill. When I was woken up in the night, Irmengard followed me. I asked, "Can you help pray?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Do you know if the baby will live?" She said, "No." I said, "Then pray that it can be baptized." She nodded. April 16th, Irmengard was constantly in the sick room. The child was baptized and she rejoiced when it died. There's no telling how hard it is to be with people in moments like this. It takes a lot of willpower not to let it show. But I don't want to boast. The good Lord gave them to me. April 17th, when I prepared the child for the funeral, she was there again, watching me like a living person. I asked her, "When will you be where this soul is?" She said nothing, came up to me and kissed me, if you can call it that. A pressure and a cold wipe on the face. April 19th, she was there most of the night. I can now see her in the dark, but I prefer to turn on the light. April 21st, I saw her 4 times. April 22nd, she was there a long time. She prayed the Lord's Prayer with me. April 23rd, she was with me all night. I asked, "Where are you buried?" She said, "In Tet Nang." I said, "When did you live?" She said, "In the past." Now there's an asterisk from her confessor that says the old castle Tet Nang is today the town hall. It belonged to the Counts of Montfort. The last Montfort in Tet Nang died childless in 1780. Tet Nang is located northeast of Lake Constance. So this soul, if the last person died in 1780 and this was 1924, this soul was still in purgatory 244 years. I'm getting my math bad. A long time. So we need to pray to get them out of there. April 25th, it seemed to me like there was a second figure in my room. I asked Irmengard about it without getting an answer. April 26th, she looks happier. There's no doubt there's something else in my room. It could be a male figure. April 27th, Irmengard looked happy. She said very clearly, "Usque ad domum Dei," which of course is Latin and means up to the house of God. I said, "Are you redeemed now?" She smiles at me, comes toward me with open arms, and is gone. April 29th, the figure was with me for a long time. It's a man with a blonde beard. Only his head is clearly visible. He's very restless, but not much to fear as yet. April 30th, I woke up feeling anxious, but couldn't see anything. But it was like a storm around me. I thought doors and windows were open, but nothing like that. Finally, I saw the figure walking back and forth. As I began to pray, he came to my bedside. May 3rd, I saw the 11 again after a long time. The man I saw in SCH ... may have stayed there after all. May 4th, the music was again in the wall next to my bed. I got up and went outside to find out the cause. The notes buzzed around me. It is beautiful, but inexplicable. The feeling of nearness to God, which I have often written about, is now increasing to such an extent that I must mention it at this point. It's actually becoming more and more impossible for me to describe it, but it's different than it used to be, because I see that it is getting very light around me, as if I were standing by an open fire. Then something captures all my thinking. The human is completely eliminated, and my soul enjoys the indescribable. If I then have to go back to people, it's like waking up from a beautiful dream, only with the difference that something remains in me. To be able to experience the indescribable again, it's like something is growing inside of me. The feeling used to come for a few minutes and then everything was back to me as before. But now there remains a contact or a longing. I don't even know what to call it. I often think to myself, is it possible that I can experience something like this? Then I think again, is it imaginary? But when I have explored everything back and forth, I always come back to the result of reality. I also think it's impossible to imagine the unimagined. Oh, and I saw the night again in front of the Holy Cross in the church. I love reading this book. I didn't think I'd enjoy reading this book as much because of the way it was written. But to watch how her prayers start lifting souls from the lowest places to the highest places, when we see them going from being ugly and hideous to less ugly and hideous, to actually beautiful, to actually able to speak, it's an amazing thing because I know that my prayers work. And it has been causing me to pray for my family members in purgatory so much more. I don't know what they look like. I don't know what the stains of their sins are. But I do know I want them forgiven. And I know that when I die, I want someone to pray for me, that I don't have to stay in any hideous form. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts. I'm Dr. Christine Bacon. Thanks for watching this Bacon Bit. And as always, remember to live your life sunny side up.